you all are doing good. So, two news is, I think I'm going to be filming in here, which is my unofficial office for these videos, just because, I don't know. And second piece of news, we have new content, which is now code word for something bad has happened concerning my eBay Macari reselling business. It may not be something monumentally bad, but it's something where like that went out of the norm of the usual selling, shipping, or delivery process. So whenever you hear me say we have new content, that means something bad has happened. So today's video is going to cover the subject of missing mail. Out of 67, well, we'll say out of 66 successful sales, this is a first. Number 67 has an issue. It is this item up here that sold on May 17th, and for context, today is May 25th. I delivered it to my local post office, stood in line, got it scanned, I have my paper. It said on my eBay page right here that it's supposed to be delivered May 25th. The post office actually told me it was supposed to be on the 21st, which I never heard 21st. It was always the 25th. Whatever. I waited until like the 23rd, 22nd, I think, and no movement. It has been at this stage since I dropped it off, which is concerning because usually by now it should already be on its way, if not delivered. So, I am brand new to missing mail and going through that process, so I may be making mistakes along the way. This is not a how-to or anything, or advice. This is just me documenting the journey, and what I find out, then I will share. But for whatever I'm doing right now, if it's wrong, don't do what I do, you know. Follow to the end of the video to see if they're resolved and what I should have done instead. As usual, I reached out to my amazing reselling group on Facebook, and I got back 2 responses. I believe it was 2. One of them said, basically, this happens to me all the time. It'll probably start moving once it actually reaches the buyer's selling hub, which I was like, okay, you know, we can do this. And this was on the 23rd, by the way, when I was asking my group, like, or 22nd, I asked them, like, should I be concerned, you know, and like, what do I do? And then another one said that they just had that issue and to file a missing mail claim to get it moving again. It usually just gets it going. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. So on the 22nd, I attempted to file a missing mail package, and I filled out all the information. Well, no, I didn't, because it was the 22nd. I did that, and I had this thing come up saying it's not eligible for inquiry until the 23rd. So I'm like, okay, it's just me overreacting again. I do that a lot. So I wait till the 23rd, no movement. So then on the 24th, which is my birthday actually, but yesterday, I went ahead and I went through the process of filling that out, and I had an error come up saying we were having a problem submitting this inquiry. Please try again. I did this twice. Maybe it was my problem with that somehow, I don't know. So then I decided to just call my local post office, and I spoke to a lady, and in a nutshell, she said basically the mail is running slow, and also Memorial Day will be affecting this. And yeah, she said it's still at their facility and it's still being processed, which I was like, why hasn't it moved? You know what I mean? So I'm really hazy on that. I actually tried to call them again today, which is the 25th, and I tried to filing again, and again it says problem submitting this request. So at this point it's like, I guess we just wait. And I did reach out to the buyer. I messaged them first saying I noticed there's been no movement with the item, and basically voicing my concern with this and saying I'm going to file a missing mail claim and I'll keep you posted on updates, which thankfully they were super chill, and they were like, okay, thanks. So I was like, yes, you know, because you never know who's on the other side. I mean, you never know. And then so I replied once I had talked to the person at the post office, and I explained about how the mail is just running late and Memorial Day will affect shipping, and just it's just stale, I guess. I don't know. And I did apologize for the delay, and I thanked them for their patience and understanding. Haven't received word yet as of right now, which is the 25th at 1:49 p.m. So right now, at this point, I really don't know what to do. I did try to call the post office again today just to see maybe more like, do you know when this is going to go out, or like what's going on basically. No one answered. It is Saturday and it was like before they closed. Like I think like 50 minutes before they closed, almost an hour. No one answered, so I'm like, okay. So Memorial Day is Monday, and so they're going to be closed Sunday, Monday. Prayerfully, Tuesday, this thing will get moving and it'll be on its merry little way, because it really concerns me about the whole being late, and then I try to file for a missing thing and it's not going through, so I'm kind of stuck right now. And I don't want the buyer to think that I'm just like, well, it's not my problem, you know. I am very concerned and I want this to be a successful shipment. But unfortunately, we had a little hiccup along the way, hoping, like I said, that it just clears itself up. My knowledge of how the post office and all that like process works is still very limited. I know just enough, barely enough to get by. But I don't understand, and if you do understand, please let me know. Why has there been this delay? I mean, like, I personally, from my limited perspective, I do not understand how they could not have just picked up the package and just popped it on the truck, cart, whatever, with other things going that direction. I don't understand why it was left behind, or why the wait. So if you do know, please let me know, because I don't. And I would like to understand, because it does not make sense and it's very confusing, and it gives me worries, and I don't like worries. I will continue this video with the next update, and hopefully with some answers, and even more so, hopefully that we have a nice old delivery checkmark sign next to the item. That would be fantastic. So hopefully Tuesday we'll know, at least get it moving, you know, or else I'll just call the post office again and be like, okay, what's up? So that's what I have for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very shortly. Oh, and before I let you completely go, I should mention for context, this is a very cheapy item. It was only like $6.50 or something, and in some shipping, which was like, made it like $13. Total was like $13, $6 item. It was not very expensive. So we're not dealing with something like big, and it's also not breakable. It's just a little plush in a poly bag. I mean, that's like one less thing I have to worry about, you know. I mean, it's still a concern for me no matter what the item is or how expensive it is, but it does, I don't have that stress that it's expensive and that it's breakable or huge. So okay, so now goodbye. Hello guys. So first of all, I hope the camera quality is like tons improved. My sister got me a new phone for my birthday, which I love it. I'm so grateful. So it has been a few days since I last filmed, and Texas has been greatly affected by the weather and storms, tornadoes, power outages. It's been chaos. I have actually been offline for the last couple of days. We finally got power back on yesterday, thankfully, but it's just, I'm still trying to get caught up with everything, and guys, it's bad. It's bad. So anyway, I am very happy to say actually that the day after I filmed last, I actually had an update on the tracking, and it has moved. And then so I had that, so I was so happy. I was like, yes, we're finally moving. I didn't have to fill out a order tracking or anything. And I'm sorry my hair looks a mess. I'm so sorry. This new camera, I see every flaw and it's like, ugh. Okay, so I'm very happy that it is finally on the move. I still don't understand why it took so long, but I'm thankful it's on the move. However, it has had this update and it's just in transit, going to be late. I don't know where it is, honestly, and I'm hoping that it gets delivered eventually. The buyer has been very chill. They haven't reached out since I sent out that message about, hey, you know, it's basically going to be late, mail's running slow. That's where I am right now. Concerning that order, that's where I am. I also have a new order that I had, which the buyer sent a message along with the order saying I need to have it here by June 4th for an event. Totally understandable, and yeah, so it is on the way. It's in Dallas, I think, last I checked. Or it had departed Dallas, and it's like in the works somewhere. And then I have another one on Macari that's out, but they're in Texas, so they get it, you know, so I'm very thankful for that. So right now I've got 3 different orders, and they're all like just floating around in the rain somewhere. So that's where I am, and hopefully the next time I update you will be the last time, and I'll get to show all these delivery check marks on there because yeah. So anyway, so that's where I am, and until next time.
The next day.
Hello guys, final update on that order, and I got my hair cut for my birthday, which I love it. It's so nice having short hair. I hate long hair. So final update, it did get delivered yesterday, and I also got positive feedback. So this turned out to be an all's well that ends well situation. Now, I'm glad it's resolved, but I feel like I don't know if I did everything right because I never did get to fill out the missing mail file to claim. Took almost 2 weeks for it to get delivered. If it had been delivered today, which is Saturday, it would have been 2 weeks since, which is entirely too long. So I don't know if there was something else I should have done. I did reach out to the buyer twice. They were chill. I did attempt to do a missing mail claim, but it didn't work. We lost power here at our place for 2 days, so I was really just like, I couldn't do anything, and it's like, you know, just let it ride. And so I don't know if I did what I should have done, but I am glad it's resolved. It's all good, and we seem to be back to normal shipping schedule wise. So I just wanted to fill you in. It's all good, and I am so happy, so thankful it's done. So tell me about your experience. If you have ever had to file a missing mail claim, how did that go? Leave any tips, tricks, advice for other sellers. And that is all for today. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye!